this again. I'm going to let you guys come on. I hope you guys are having a very, very, absolutely awesome evening here on Monday. And we're going to try it with my headphones on, okay? But I wanted to come on to, just pretty much talk about belief systems and why you're probably not where you want to be in your present state in life, okay? Why you haven't, broken the barriers, or why you haven't, made the kind of money that that you can make, right? So again, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Brandy Jackson, and I am a belief and success coach, right? I am a serial entrepreneur, and I'm about getting the coins, okay? I'm about getting the coins. Now, I work out every day, okay? So that's why you see me dressed like this. I work out every day, and sometimes I work out during the evening, okay? So I just wanted to share again some tokens with you on some things that you can do to improve your belief. I need to first make sure, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, can you put a 1 on the screen if you can hear me? Because these nuggets will change your life. If you keep up with them and make sure that you apply them practically, they're going to change your life, okay? Because this is what I use to change my life, okay? All right, so you guys can hear me. All right, so let's just begin. All right, the first thing, when you're trying to accomplish a goal, you're trying to be something that's different from your entire family, from the people that you are around, you got to first, number one, focus, okay? You got to focus, but you have to focus. I want you to hear me clear, all right? You have to focus on becoming the person that you want to be, right? You got to focus on becoming who it is that you ultimately want to be, okay? Who do you need to become? You got to focus on who you need to become, all right? Then the factors or the things that you need in life, they're going to start gravitating to you, because then you're on the same, what? Frequency. And another word for frequency is feeling, okay? So a lot of people don't understand this small concept, okay, because they are stuck in feeling, but they have the wrong feeling. And if you have the wrong feeling, you're on the wrong frequency. You're on the wrong station, okay? So if you're trying to get 103.9, that's in Mississippi Delta, right? If you're on AM trying to turn to 103.9 and expecting to hear R&B, you're not going to get it, because you're not on the right station, okay? So same thing in life. This is why most of us are stuck, because we are not focused on who we're becoming or who we want to be, but we're focused on who we are currently. And in order to be successful, you must live in your future. And a lot of you guys are around the wrong people. So therefore, it is very difficult for you to be successful, because you can't see your future self if you're hanging around the old you. The old you talks about the same old things. Who did what to who? Hey, Patricia, your old you talks about the same things. In order to expand and be in a millionaire mindset or a mindset of entrepreneurship, you have to be thinking that way. You got to find somebody that thinks on the same frequency, okay? And then there's something about this world. There's something about this big old universe, right? It's very, very, good afternoon. It is very, very, very magnetic, okay? It's very magnetic. So, if you get like two magnets, right? And all of a sudden they're together, right? So in this world that we live in, when we get in alignment with the success, when we get in alignment around the people that we need to be around, then the clues are going to come, because success leaves clues. And so we're going to start seeing certain things magazines, certain books, certain teachings, certain people, they're going to all start aligning on your timeline. They're going to start coming into your life, and you're going to be like, I was just thinking about that. I was just thinking, and this is happening because this world is a big ball of energy. Okay? Now, what are the factors that influence what I'm becoming? This is going to be very key. What are the factors? And if somebody can write the factors as I call them out, what are the factors that will influence who I'm becoming? Now, some of you guys are going to lose some people during this journey. Some of you guys are going to lose people during the journey. It's because you are transitioning. And when there is a transition, when there is a new boss, let's think about a football team, okay? Most football teams, when they bring a new coach in, they fire the entire staff, okay? So when you're being promoted to a new position in life, that means that those people, those places, those situations that no longer align to where you're going, they're going to either adjust or they're going to fall off. Let me say this again. Some of you are reaching the peak. You're getting ready to transition into who you are becoming. And because of that, there are relationships that are being disconnected. There are partnerships that are being disconnected. There are marriages that are being disconnected. And there is nothing that you can do about it because you called it, because you said, I no longer want to be in this circumstance. I want to be on the next level. I'm tired of scraping the bottom. I am tired of seeing the same thing. And so when you call that out, when your feelings, right, called it, because you called the change in your life, when your feelings called it, that means that the people who don't align, watch this, they automatically got to get out of the way. And a lot of people are becoming discouraged because they think that people are leaving them, but in actuality, they called it. Hey, they called it. You call your life based on how you feel. Now, when it becomes uncomfortable, one moment. When it becomes uncomfortable to a lot of us, let me tell you what we do. Now, when it becomes uncomfortable, we try to go back to what we disconnected from. And when you do that, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. If you go back to a place, right, that you have graduated or that you have been disconnected from, you're going to be worse off than you were while you were attending or while you were in the presence of those people, because your life is calling you to an elevated place that person, that place or situation can't even comprehend. And if it can't comprehend, that means it's going to hold you back. You understand what I'm saying? So, number one, okay, these are the factors, and this is why things must change. When you hear the factors, you're going to understand why these things are changing in your life, okay? So, and some people's feelings going to get hurt, but it's okay. It's for the greater cause of you. It is for you to break open to the next level, all right? Now, number one factor is environment. Can someone, hold on, guys. One second, guys. Okay, guys, I'm sorry about that. Okay, so There was somebody at the door. But, okay, so where were we? You probably heard my conversation. Okay, so guys, where were we? Okay, so here are the factors really quick that influence your belief system. Here are the factors these are the things that are probably holding you back, or these are the things that are probably taking you or helping you to the next level. They can either help you or hurt you. So number one, we said, was environment. So can someone put that on the screen? These are the factors that create where you are. Remember, we're talking about focusing on becoming the person that you want to be. And in order to become the person that you want to be, there may be a separation. Okay? There may be some disagreements, but that's okay. Because you are coming into a place where they can't comprehend. Okay? They don't even know your language. Right? So number one is environment. So I'm going to give you the factors that create, and if we have time, I'm going to also give you the reinforces of that. Okay? Okay, so environment. Now, why is it important to be in the environment that focuses on who we're becoming? Let's go back to the beginning. Now, a lot of us grew up, I grew up pretty much Christian, okay? I grew up church, Church of Christ, and then I moved to Baptist, and then I moved to non-denomination, all right? So some of you guys grew up Catholic. Some of you guys grew up Muslim. All of these factors, right, were contributors to the belief system that you have. That is the number one reason why I came off the platform of most churches. That is why I came off the platform of religion. I am not religion, but I am kingdom spiritual, meaning I believe in Jesus the Christ. I believe in God, but I don't believe in a system that makes a person feel like they're condemned. I don't believe in a system that causes one to live in fear, to manipulate them to get what they want. Do you understand what I'm saying? So those who grew up in a Catholic environment versus those who grew up Pentecostal back in the day, these environments influence the person that you are today. And some of us can't break the cycle, right? Because we repetitively would see the same things over and over. You're going to go to hell if you wear some jeans. People going to think you a man if you're in some jeans. People going to think if you wear your skirt just a little bit above your knees, then you look like a whore. If you do one thing, you're going to go to hell. So I grew up in fear because religion made me feel that I lived in condemnation. I lived as if I was a bad person. So every time I did something, I was saying, oh, Lord, forgive me. Oh, Lord, forgive me. I knew nothing about his grace. I knew nothing about being free and kingdom mentality. All I knew was you going to hell. So therefore, my entire life was based on you do this for me, I'll do this for you. And in turn, we have a partnership. That ain't how that go, all right? I'm going to do what's right regardless, whether you do it or not. I'm going to do what's right regardless. But the environment, now this type of thinking, all right, it also is influenced, becoming the person that you want to be. You're also going to be influenced by number two, your association. So number one is your environment. People who grew up Catholic, they have different perspectives. People who grew up Pentecostal, they had different perspectives, okay? So now number two is your association. Somebody put that on the screen. Association, okay? Association. Now, who you are around right now is it's very vital to your next level. What do you mean, Brandy? Okay, so let's say that you're still around these religious people. Let's say you're still around your uncle and your aunt and your mom that all they know is beating the system, okay? They know how to get over on the government. They know how to get over on the system. So in turn, you have a life that you also know how to get over on the system. Well, being rich and having a rich mindset you won't get there because you depend upon a system to get you rich. Being around the wrong people, who don't talk your language will also be a hindrance. And some of you are going to think back to, last year, 2 years ago, where you started to notice the people in your life, how they were, their conversation began to change, and you still remain there with them. And so now you've been stagnated and held back because your future was what? Your future was tainted by their unbelief. See, if I'm around people who don't believe in what I believe in as far as faith, then if I'm constantly around them and I respect them, then sometimes what they feel will do what? Supersede what I know. Let me say it again. If you are around people who do not understand your next level and you continue to be around them, they will soon start to make you feel uncomfortable in their presence. But because you respect, right? Because you respect them, if it's a boss on your job, a friend, an organization, even your pastors, if you respect them so much, you'll start to think and feel the way they feel because you highly respect them. In this event, if you know that you're being held back, you must leave immediately, okay? Now, how do you leave immediately when you respect somebody? How do you stop a friendship that ain't going nowhere? Easy. I was just teaching a group or organization that just joined me. You know your why and you know your goals. Because see, if I know why I'm doing something and I know the truth of it, right? I'm not going to let you persuade me into thinking that what I know to be true is false. Do you understand what I'm saying? I have outgrown you, but that don't mean I'm going to disrespect you. I give you the gift of goodbye. Because goodbye can be a gift to some of you guys, but you have to come to a level of maturity or moderation to understand that sometimes goodbye can be a gift. Hey. Well, you know what? Let me tell you. The Bible is basically principles, right? The Bible is principles that everybody uses, okay? So a lot of people, because of religion, they have made it scary for people, correct? So in order to become the person that we want to be, again, it requires separation, and it sometimes may be your own family. Okay, so we got association. You gotta break the associations that don't feed you. All right. Then number 3. All right, information. What information are you allowing to be inputted in your entire being? Your spirit part, right? What information are you around that is causing you to be stagnant, right? You know how you be around these people and they say the same old stuff. Old information. You just, baby, you just got to stay there. And the woman getting her head beat into the ground. Well, you just going to have to stay there because what God put together, let no man, that is false information. Okay? That is half truth. And then these ladies stay in relationships, or men stay in relationships that they knew they had no business being in, but because they got somebody pregnant, they were told that they had to marry that person. So how many of you guys know people that are in situations right now that don't necessarily benefit who they're becoming? I do. So what information are you receiving? What are you watching on television? What are you listening to that's causing your mind to stop in becoming stop into becoming the person that you want to be. If that person don't talk the way you talk, you need to get from around them, because they will poison your dream. If you can see yourself owning a business and you see this person say, you know what, it's too many of those businesses already. Why are you trying to, it's already 3 chicken coops, so why are you trying, well, you know what? I'm not that chicken coop, and guess what? Mine gonna be the best chicken they ever had. Do y'all know I grew up in a town that had 2 double quicks? 2 double quicks. Who has the same store, not even a mile apart from each other, and still running successfully? We had 2 double quick gas stations. Okay? 2. Who says your vision can't work? Who says your dream can't work? Who told you that you want to kill who you want to become based on what they think? Who told you that? A dream killer. Stop listening to that. Number 4, your life experiences. So what, you had a baby when you was 10, 12, 13. So what that you got pregnant by a married man. So what, you cheated. So what? My chief thing is, did you learn? Stop allowing people to hold you in a place that you no longer live. You will not become the person that you want to be if you're around people who keep bringing your old self into who you're trying to become. Now, here are the reinforcers that you must look at, okay? It is the words that are being spoken around you. It is the images that you are creating and the emotions that you're feeling, all right? So the words, these are the impactors. These are the reinforcers. Words, images, and emotions. Words, images, and emotion. Now, what do I mean? Words that are spoken around you will also influence who you're becoming and be an attribute to your environment. They will even add on good or add on bad. Words are very, very powerful. Very powerful. So, why? Because when people speak words, images occur. And if I carry the image in my mind over a period of time, I start becoming what I see, what I think. See, thoughts precede physical manifestation. Before something is manifested, you got to first think it. Okay? Before I cook, I say, I'm getting ready to cook some Brussels sprouts. Okay? So when I think it, I speak it, and then it comes to pass. So what are you saying? If you want to become the person that you see yourself being, you have to make sure that the environment and the words align. If you want to become the person that you see yourself, because you should live in your future, you have to make sure that the images that you are seeing align with the associations, the people that you are around. They have to align with the information that you are receiving. They must align with your life experiences. Okay? Words are very impactful because words turn into images. Let me say it again, okay? Words carry pictures. What you listen to carries an image that create life. How did you become a Catholic? How did you become a Christian? How did you become a Buddhist, right? You repetitiously were around people who said words, right? Who allowed, and when they said these words around you, you got to go to the priest and confess. If you don't go to the priest and confess, then you're going to hell. If you don't wear that long skirt, people gonna think you a man. If you don't, if you late for Sunday school and you don't do this, all these, erroneous Doctrines that were imparted upon you when you were growing up shaped you. But how about if you changed it around? Because see, the same way they created your thought system and patterns, well, that's the same way you're going to reverse out of them. That's the same way. All women, well, a woman just supposed to cook, clean, and be a homemaker. That is erroneous. I told my husband respectfully I was not a cleaner. I said, now look, I'm not a maid. We're going to just be frank, okay? I'm not a maid. I'm not. Matter of fact, I don't even like cleaning up. I don't like cleaning up. I like speaking. I like making money. I like going around. I like shopping sometimes. I don't like to clean up. Who likes to clean up? And I asked him I said, do I look like a maid? So if we're going to be honest here, right? So to understand who you're becoming again, period, that's right. To understand who you are becoming, you have to be around the right words, the right associations, the right people, the right emotions, the right environments, the right information. All of these things come together, okay? Now, I can kind of tell people who are headed in the direction that I'm headed in. All I got to do is go on their Facebook page. I can tell the type of people that will be in my future self with me based on their Facebook. Why? Because if they talk about the past and they still in the same paradigm, I know they can't go with me. Because see, if I'm focusing on who I'm becoming, my desires and my skill set must be in alignment with the people that I'm walking with. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, Christy, hey, Tina. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if I look at your page and you are sharing fights, you are talking about what happened, you have a lot of vulgar on your page, you're not heading where I'm going and who I'm becoming. As a matter of fact, if I mess around and stay on your page too long, my frequency, which is my feeling, is going to become in alignment to what I'm seeing. If I stay around you too long, my frequency and my feelings are going to become in alignment with what I'm seeing on your page, and then that's going to make me go backwards. Just unfollow. And if I really get agitated, then I'm going to unfriend you. Now, who are you becoming? You got to see it every day. You got to see it. See, I see this every day. 100,000. I already manifested one. I see this every day. Because my belief system and the information that I'm hearing, the information that I'm seeing, all of this is in alignment in who I'm becoming. Your friends and your circle should look like who you're becoming. I promise you, if you're in alignment, it's going to come together, because this ain't nothing but energy. It's going to come together. The people are going to come on your timeline. You're going to see them on television. Books are going to just drop. I'm telling you. Environment, association, information, and life experiences. Align them. That's how you became the person that you are. Now, it's simple. Change it. Change your environment. Change your association. Change the information that you're listening to. Change the experiences that you're having. Change it and watch your beliefs start to align to what you want it to become. It's up to you. It's nobody else's fault. It ain't your mama fault, daddy's fault, sister fault, cousin fault, granddaddy, grandmama. Ain't none of those. But just remember this token as I close. When you're becoming this person that your future self, you gotta be strong, because there are gonna be some people that you love. They can't go. They can't. And you're gonna have to be so strong that and knowing that you believe that who you're becoming is who you were called and meant to be. And you got to be so strong that you got to say, I give you the gift of goodbye. I don't care how long you've been in time with that person. When life shifts, environments, people change. Okay? So just be mindful. Next level requires new environment. And everybody's not strong enough to handle it, but you're going to be, right? Next level, rich, wealthy, it requires a new mindset. It's going to be okay, because guess what? Everybody that you lost will be replaced. And guess what? How can two walk together unless they agree? You want to be around people who agree. All right? So that's all I got, guys. I'll see you later. Thank you for joining and listening in. Listen, we're living in our future. We're becoming the person that we want to become by being in the right situations, environments, feelings, emotionally, all of those things we talked about. All right? See you guys later.